Hello, welcome back. This is Insightful Endeavors with Ian David, and here we talk on matters wealth, health, and personal development. Today we get to dwell on a very interesting topic on things that you should consider before making that decision of going to university or college. So, with me today here, I have some of the things that you should put into consideration before you make that decision. But before then, uh, remember to subscribe, to like this video, and also share it with your loved ones. And also remember to turn on the notification bell so that you can get updated anytime we get to upload a new video. Also remember to check out our previous episodes where we've talked about matters wealth, personal development, and also so that you can get updated on the videos that we're going to be doing in the future. So we get on to the task of the day. Today we check on these things that you should consider, and the first thing is on debt risk. So this is where you find that so many, they get themselves into debt when they are going into college. This is the loans that are offered in colleges, or maybe you pick up a debt before going to this school or to this institution so that you can be able to source out the resources that you'll be requiring in that institution. So this is something that you should consider, whether whatever debt you're taking or whatever loan that you're picking up, whether it's something that is worth or something that you can be able to repay back with the course that you're doing. Because some of the courses you find that people go to do in colleges, after the 4 years or after the 3 years, then the return on investment or the money that you get from that course cannot be able to service that loan in a short while. So by the time you are finishing up your course after 4 years, you find that your loan has maybe exceeded or has amounted to a higher amount than you got the loan, and now you have more amounts to pay. And maybe even before you acquire a job, the loan will keep on accumulating, which will become something more hectic for you. So you find that you're finishing up on a course, but after finishing up on the course, instead of starting out on now investing and doing other things with your money, you're starting to service a loan. So these are things that you should consider. Remember, going to college sometimes it's not a basic need. This is not a necessity. It's just an addition. Again, you don't have to pick a loan to go to school. You can just go, maybe work and source out the funds, and again, then you can now join freely with the money that you have. The other thing is you need to define is on purpose. You need to be definite why you're going to this college or this university, because sometimes you find some of the people, they go there, they go out of peer pressure, out of influence, and then later on you come to realize that you are doing a course that you are never interested in, or a course that never interested you. And what comes up after this is that you get frustrated along the way, and so many people get to drop out along the way, which is not a good thing. So you should always consider before taking this decision. You should always consider your purpose and the reason as to why you need to pick up a course, or the reason as to why you need to go to a certain institution and do a particular course. And if you're not definite on purpose, you're not definite on why you're going there, then that means it's something that you should never pick up on. All right? Yeah. Then the other one is on alternatives. You come to find that in such a time where we are living, or in such a time in this season or in this current world, there are so many things that act as alternatives. For the case, only for the case that maybe you're doing a course like medicine or law, those are the courses that you cannot have alternatives. But for the case that maybe you're going to do a course like maybe a course that is related to business, that is something that you can acquire from other people or from YouTube. You can learn these courses elsewhere, not necessarily having to go to the university. If it's something that is practical, if it's something to do with building, construction, or whatever, all these courses, they have alternatives. Instead of you going to an institution, you find that you can do these courses elsewhere. Like for example, the guys who have done computer science and the IT, those courses that require so much of computer and programming and whatever. Nowadays we have AI that has come to scrub all these courses. Nowadays you don't need to recruit, or you don't need to hire an IT guy to make anything for you, because everything right now has been made available by the AI. So some of these guys will end up jobless. So instead of picking up a course like now IT, or a course that is related to computer things, you can just go to YouTube and research and then learn these things and learn to do them in a way much more easier. Because again, someone who has spent 4 years in school learning computer science right now, and then we have the AI that has come into the industry. These people have wasted their 4 years, and again, they have wasted their resources, because everything else that they could have done there before, you can easily do it on your own just by simply clicking on a button on your phone, and you can do it on your own. You don't need to consult, you don't need to hire these guys to do these things for you anymore. If it's a poster that you're creating or a flyer, you can just go to a website and they'll give you the exact design that you're looking for. If it's a logo you want to create, you can go to a website and request for that logo, and you get it exactly as you want it. And you just pay for a very little amount of money. Whereas these guys are coming out and then they want to be paid a certain particular amount of money so that maybe they can be able to service the loans they took. So they become frustrated at the end. So unless it's a course like medicine or maybe law, the rest of the courses you realize that they have alternatives. If you need to learn maybe something like cooking, that is the chef, these are courses that you can learn on YouTube. If you need to learn sales, the best skills ever, you can learn it on YouTube. If you want and also other alternatives, not necessarily YouTube. You can also get someone and learn from them, because again, this is the best way to learn, where you're learning while you're doing the same thing that you're learning. All right. And then the other thing that you need to consider before making this decision of going to college or university is the return on investment. So sometimes you find that you do a course, and then the funds that you require to do this particular course for maybe like 4 years, they are way too high compared to the return on investment that you can get from that course maybe in a year or two. All right. So sometimes it doesn't make sense to go and do a very expensive course, but the job that you get after that, it won't have the same returns. So you find that the return on investment that you get from that course, it's way too low for you to have spent 4 years and to have spent all the money that you spent and your time in that particular school or that particular institution. All right. Something else to consider is on time. So you find that you have to do a course for 4 years in an institution, and someone else will just finish up on maybe high school, and they will go and get into the same course, but now they are doing it practically, or they are learning from someone, maybe by the method of apprenticeship, and then they acquire the skill and begin to work immediately. But for you, you go to school, you learn the skill, you only learn the theory part. And then after that, you come out here into this world, into the working world, and then you have no experience, you just have the theoretical part of it. You end up a very frustrated person, because when you go into the market, these people who are employing, they are not looking anymore for people who have the information. They are looking for people who have the skill, people who can execute. So these are things that you need to consider. You'd rather pick up the option where you go and do this skill practically, learn from someone who is already doing it, and then maybe later on you can go and acquire the certificates if you need them. All right? Because there is no need of wasting like 4 years and then come out here and then be frustrated. So these are the things that you need to consider before picking up on any course or picking up on any decision or idea to going to any institution out there after you're done maybe with your Form 4. All right. So I know this is something that is open to a debate. You can argue, you can disagree. Just leave your comment there down below. Make sure that in your disagreeing, you do it honorably. Otherwise, that's it from me. See you in on our next video. Bye bye.